Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I don't have the energy anymore, but here I am, and I'm just showing up without necessarily thinking about my exhaustion, but I can still feel it. So, anyway, thank God it's Friday. Welcome back to your favorite F word, and tonight we are going to talk about forward. But before that, let me greet the people in the audience. Hello, Sir Joseph, Maya Pabengi, and of course, yes, it's Irene time. And I'd also like to greet the ones who are watching over replay. So thank you so much for tuning in and for constantly supporting the channel. Thank you. And syempre, if you have any topics that you want to talk about, feel free to send us a message via inbox or via WhatsApp or even through even by posting your comments on the comment section below. So thank you for that. Tonight we are going to talk about forward, and before that, let me introduce myself. Lagi ka tang nakakalimutan. I'm Irene, a real estate broker in the Philippines, a motivational speaker, and a writer. And I'm really so excited for this week to end. Seriously, too many things going on. But I'm really happy and excited because a lot of things actually worked out really well this week. And a lot of things are about to happen naman next week na sobrang exciting din. So, always looking forward to better things in life. Let me just share my screen. What's going on? It doesn't want to share. Okay, there you go. All right. So tonight I will be talking about forward thinking. Ano nga ba yung ibig sabihin ng forward thinking? Why do I have it? Why what's the motivation behind the topic tonight? And what's like my ano ba tawag doon? What's my inspiration ba pala? What's my inspiration for the topic for tonight? Well, first and foremost, um, before the pandemic, nobody thought that the pandemic would happen. Maybe, maybe meron, okay? Kasi syempre yung mga experts natin, they knew that this would happen. But most of us, most of us na mga simpleng tao lamang, hindi naman talaga natin naisip kung anong pwedeng mangyari. Kung anong pwedeng mangyari kapag merong pandemic. Nobody knew that. But because of people who were forward thinkers, maraming mga bansa ang naka-recover agad dahil nga naging forward thinking sila. But putting it in our lives, what is the advantage nga ba of being a forward thinker? What can forward thinking possibly give you, not only as a person but also as a professional? So let's talk about that. And again, join the conversation if you feel like you want to share something, or if you've experienced it, or if the topic resonates with you, join the conversation. Okay, so forward thinking. Oh, that's so dark. Let me. Okay, so forward thinking is the act of thinking about and planning for the future, not just the present. So that's the meaning of forward thinking from Cambridge Dictionary. So it's about thinking about and planning for the future. So sino nga ba sa atin yung mga nag-iisip? Baka naman naiisip kasi natin, kagaya niyan, it's Friday, party party. Okay, 'di ba nauso sa mga millennials yung YOLO, you only live once. But yeah, you only live once, but not necessarily. You live once, but you live every single day as well, right? And there's always a future. Hindi natin malalaman kung meron nga bang always the future, but we still have to plan for what's ahead of us. So that's why we are going to talk about forward thinking tonight, to remind us that we have a future to look forward to. Okay, what's the importance of forward thinking? The first one is, syempre, if you're forward thinking, you have a plan. And I just came just came from a class and we were talking about plans. So yes, it's important to have a plan, because if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. That's a cliche, but it still works, diba? It's still applicable, it's still reasonable, and it still holds true even if 2021 na ngayon, sobrang modern na tayo. Still, the statement about planning, failing to plan is planning to fail, it still holds true up until this time. So talagang kailangan natin magkaroon ng plano. So that's why we have to be forward thinking. Another thing about forward thinking is obviously self development. If you are planning for the future, you will also plan about what you should be doing for yourself and what you should be doing by yourself so that you can go there. Hindi ka pwedeng pumunta sa isang lugar na hindi ka equipped. You have to equip with a D. You have to equip yourself. Sorry, sabaw na. Friday na. Di ba? Okay. So you have to equip yourself. All right? Para makarating ka dun sa pupuntahan mo, you have to equip yourself with knowledge, with the right skills, 'di ba? You have to hone your talents, you have to develop yourself in general. Lahat ng aspeto ng sarili mo kailangan mong i-improve para makarating ka dun sa gusto mong puntahan. Okay. Another thing about forward thinking is it also prepares you on what's about to come. Yung may nakausap ako isa kong friend, no? She's in her 40s yata or 50s, something like that. But last time she told me about retirement. I'm like, why are we talking about this? So this really struck me because she told me this. You know what? You're almost in your 40s. She told me this, ah. You're almost in your 40s. Tapos, hindi mo pa ba naiisip yung retirement? How long will you be working towards your retirement? And there's also this thing called, sabi nila sa Jewish dictionary, retirement doesn't exist kasi we have to work. If I'm not mistaken, you have to correct me on this. Basa ko lang to somewhere. Sa Jewish dictionary daw, walang retirement. So, hindi nag-exist sa kanila yun kasi parang hanggang sa kaya mo, kailangan mo mag-work. So, parang ako, oo nga no, ano nga bang pinaghahandaan natin? What do we really plan for? What do we really have in mind? Okay, so I'm almost 40. I'm 4 to 40. So 4 years na lang, 40 na ako. And I'm proud of it. Like, I'm not even scared to talk about my age. I'm not ashamed of it. I lived my life in a happy way. So I think okay naman. Masaya naman ako na hindi ko kinakahiya yung edad ko. So anyway, so dahil doon, napaisip ako, oh nga no, what am I planning for? Is it retirement? Pero sabi nga nila, there's no retirement. So what am I planning to do after my 50s or maybe after my 60s if I happen to live that long, I'll be really really grateful, 'di ba? So what do you plan to do? So you really have to look forward, 'di ba? You have to look ahead pala. You have to be a forward thinker para mapaghandaan mo kung ano yung mga nasa future. Yun nga yung point, 'di ba? Yung YOLO or you only live once. You only live once. So dapat talaga paghandaan mo yung mga bagay-bagay sa buhay mo kasi sayang ng opportunity ng buhay natin. We only live once. And we don't want to waste that opportunity in living our lives. Um, Hello, ma'am. Hello, ma'am Likudan. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hi, Jessica. Thank you, thank you. All right, so prepare. Thank you po sa hearts. Sa mga dumadaan lang, magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. At sa mga kababayan kong nasa Bicol, maray na banggitabi sa Indogabos. Thank you so much for tuning in. Okay. Also, of course, to anticipate events. Again, what happened during the pandemic, di ba? Parang everybody was like in panic and stuff. Um, Not naman everyone, maybe 90% of us, 'di ba? But we have to anticipate events. What do we do when these things happen? So ngayon, that's the pandemic taught us a lot of things, and that's one of those. We have to anticipate events. Earlier on, I was also talking to someone, and he was saying that um, it's not gonna be normal, like normal na parang yung kinagisnan nating normal. We're gonna go back to, or we're gonna be in a time where the, things are not gonna be normal, not in the next 5 years. So magkakaroon talaga tayo ng literal na new normal. People will probably be wearing masks, and kahit na na-vaccinate na, people will still be wearing masks, and online classes will still be there. Kung ano-ano, 'di ba? Yung mga nagbago sa buhay natin dahil sa pandemic. So we have to anticipate things. And when we anticipate, we have to really keep keep ano ba tawag doon? We have to look ahead. Ano ba yung dapat nating makita ahead of this pandemic, 'di ba? Hello po, Sir Sanglay. Thank you so much for Tuning in. Kakasabi ko lang kanina, sabi ko, maraming nabanggi sa mga taga Bicol. Salamat po sa pag-iling. Okay. Next is avoid disasters. Of course, when you're a forward thinker, you also avoid disasters. And disaster, okay, don't ever start talking about disaster. I keep on telling that to myself because I live in a place, and if you're constantly watching my episodes, I've said this several times. I live in a place where there are so many disasters like typhoons, floods, earthquakes, volcanic eruption, name it, we have it. So parang disaster talaga. Kaya one of the things that I also learned when I was still in my hometown is to really parang anticipate kung ano yung mga pwedeng mangyari so that we avoid disasters. Kasi nga, meron tayong personal disasters, di ba? Alam mo nang bumabagyo, tapos hindi ka pa nag-prepare. So, alam mo nang bagyuhin yung lugar and still hindi ka pa rin nag-prepare. So, nangyayari, parang nagiging double disaster. So, talagang dapat meron kang forward thinking. Also, another conversation that I had previously, maybe around 2 weeks ago, yung parang yung the need to evacuate. So, 'di ba, if there's a disaster which is about to happen, mag-evacuate ka na. Hindi po pwede na parang aantayin mo pa na everyone else will tell you that you have to, you have to um ano ba tawag doon, parang aantayin mo pa yung government na puwersahin kang umalis dun sa place mo before ka umalis. You really have to look ahead before, you have to look ahead so that hindi ka maka-encounter ng disaster. Pasensya na, parang medyo sabaw-sabaw na talaga ako. Nakailang meetings ako, ganyan. So, pero I'm doing my best. I promise I'm doing my best. um, Hello, Sir Aquino. Thank you so much for tuning in. My late father once said, as you look forward on your retirement, you're looking for your death. So advice niya, enjoy life after retirement. That's also true. Kasi 'di ba parang ang nangyayari, I remember my late grandfather, nahirapan din siya after retirement kasi parang wala na siyang activity. So you really have to plan ahead of ahead of time kung malapit ka na mag-retire, or even if more than 15 years pa bago ka mag-retire, pero you still have to, you still have to have a plan about what you're gonna do. Magpaplantito-plantita ka ba, magfa-farm ka ba, o magkakaroon ka ba ng bagong business venture, ganyan, 'di ba? Sir Noel, hello. No, I'm not sick. I'm not feeling sick. I'm just, yeah, kita pala sa camera. Kulang ako sa ilaw. Hindi, pero totoo 'yan. Thank you, sir, for the concern. Medyo ano tayo, medyo pagod ako the entire week. Yeah, medyo pagod ako the entire week, but thank you so much for the concern. And securing my future, para para may libreng plugging. Ayan. So, how do we really become a forward thinker? Paano nga ba tayo mag-look forward? Kasi 'di ba last night we talked about, ano ba yung last night? Oo, the danger of closed-minded thinking. So, ngayon naman, forward thinking naman tayo. Kasi hindi po pwede na open-minded ka pero hindi ka nag-iisip tungkol sa future. So, dapat mag-isip ka tungkol sa future. Okay? Ano yun? Sir Noel. Pagaling ka, sir. Take care of your health. Okay. So, pinakauna, how do we become forward thinkers? Our goals must be aligned to our vision. Um, kung sa company, 'di ba, merong vision, mission, goals, and objectives. Dapat as a person, meron ka din dapat na vision. How do you see yourself? Ayan yun, sakto. How do you see yourself 10 years from now? Paisip ako. So, 10 years from now, I'm gonna be 46. Am I still doing this after 10 years? I don't know. Pero 'di ba? So you have to have a vision, and a person in the past told me this. You have to have a life map. And I really never understood what he meant by it, but I still created one. Okay, so kung nanonood ka ngayon sa replay, ayan ha, I'm giving you credit. Okay, so I'm giving you credit where it is due. Kasi ikaw nagturo sa akin ng life map. Okay, so sabi niya sa akin, create ka ng life map. Like pwedeng every 2 years or every 5 years para makikita mo lang yung movement ng buhay mo. And I was like, I never really understood what he meant by that, but I created it anyway. And then I realized that over the years, as I move forward with my life, I realized that whatever I saw or created before in the life map, I realized na, okay, yung iba natupad, yung iba hindi. Kasi nagbabago-bago naman talaga siya. But at least you know where you're going. So it's really important to have a vision. Ano nga ba yung nai-envision mo sa sarili mo? Like 10 years from now, how do you see yourself? 5 years from now, how do you see yourself? So during job interviews, diba, this is being asked from you. I really take it seriously. Alam niyo, when somebody asks me, how do you see yourself 5 years from now or 10 years from now? I'm really in deep thought. Pinag-iisipan ko talaga siya. Especially if you're watching this and you're a youngster, congratulations. You have years ahead of you that you can waste. So, bilisan ninyong mag-commit ng mistake para para sa later years in life, wala na kayong mistakes. Dapat earlier ng buhay natin, kakaroon tayo ng mistakes. Pag matanda ka na, you shouldn't be committing these mistakes anymore. Parang ganon. So because as early as now, if you didn't have a vision before you browse this episode or before you watch this episode, pwede mo nang simulan ngayon. How do you see yourself 5 years from now or 10 years from now or even a year from now? Sige, let's not look too far. How do you see yourself 1 year from now? Yan. Kasi last year, everyone was just like in a panic. Some people are losing their jobs. Some people are closing their businesses. Diba? So 1 year later, anong nangyari? We are still here. Kahit papano, diba? We are thriving. Kahit papano. But kahit papano, that the words kahit papano is just an act or an expression of resilience. Kasi tayong mga Pilipino, kaya natin talaga mag-adapt. Diba? Napag-usapan din natin to with architect Ramon Abiera when he said that people people adapt no matter what. And Filipinos are easily adapt to things, diba? But again, hindi po pwedeng adapt lang tayo ng adapt. Dapat meron din tayong vision talaga kung ano ba talagang gusto nating mangyari. And then that's the time we adapt. Diba? So, vision muna. And then, goals. I-align natin yung goals natin sa vision natin, 'di ba? So, dapat vision, goals, and then we adapt to the current scenario. That's the perfect combination, 'di ba? So, sinabi sa atin, we are really very good in adaptation because that's the way to live, 'di ba? Kaya ng katawan natin, kaya ng utak natin. But we also have to have a vision. Okay? So, next is think outside of the box. After 10 years, Mrs. Universe, parang hindi ko siya pinangarap. Pero malay natin, baka lang. Baka ma-convince ako 10 years from now. Okay, so think outside of the box. Okay? How do we think outside of the box? In fact, di ba sabi nga nila, what if there is no box? But we always challenge ourselves to doing the things that are not really common. Dapat ganun yung thinking natin. So, aside from, di ba kahapon, sabi natin, open-minded ka ba? So, ngayon naman, para maging forward-thinking ka, dapat talaga literal na open-minded ka. Dapat di mo maisip na merong box. Okay? Think outside of the box and think that there may be no box at all. So, what does that mean? I mean, we keep on hearing that, think outside of the box. Di ba? Ano ba ibig sabihin nun? Mag-isip ka lang ng mga bagay na hindi karaniwang, tama yung Tagalog, hindi karaniwang naiisip ng ibang tao. Kasi kung naiisip nilang lahat yon, di ba? Kung naiisip nilang lahat yon, mag-isip ka pa ng iba pa na hindi pa naiisip ng ibang tao. Ayun, kagaya nun, sinabi din, di ba, ni Architect Abiera last Saturday, di ba, lahat tayo may capabilities na lahat tayo may capabilities na, ano ba tawag doon? Na mag-adapt again, and then also mag-invent ng mga bagay-bagay. So, we have to think outside of the box, wherein, yung mga naisip natin, pwedeng makatulong sa either sa present natin or sa future natin. So, hopefully I made sense on that. So think outside of the box. Ito pa. um, I remember I remember this story from my college professor. I'm not sure if she's watching, but she's really one of my favorite instructors of all time. That's si Ma'am Jean Salalima. So si Miss Jean Salalima, I believe iba na yung surname niya because she's already married. But Miss Jean Salalima, thank you so much for being one of my inspirations. Um, I remember the story that she told us when she was teaching us before. Sabi niya, alam niyo ba kung bakit yung sasakyan, maliit lang yung rear view mirror, tapos yung mga side mirrors at tsaka malaki yung windshield. Kasi we always have to really look forward. Hindi po pwede na mag-dwell ka dun sa mga maliliit na yun, yung mga nasa likod mo because you have to you have to always think na yung mga nasa past mo, 'di ba, yung mga nasa likod mo, hindi mo sila pwedeng, you cannot dwell on it. You cannot stay there because that's already in the past. Whatever is behind you should remain behind you. Huwag mo nang dalhin sa present mo or sa future mo. Ayan, hugot na naman 'to. May magko-comment na naman diyan. 'Di ba? Reminisce but do not dwell in the past. It's okay. I mean, you can go back paminsan-minsan siguro maisip mo yung buhay mo noon, yung mga hinagpis mo noon, yung mga pain, mga suffering, but you cannot stay there. That's not a happy place to live in because the happiest place to be in is the present because that's what we have, and you look forward to the future because malay natin magkaroon tayo ng future, 'di ba? Eh, anong ilo-look forward mo sa future? Eh, di siyempre, isipin mo kung ano yung pwede mong gawin ngayon, wherein you can look forward to doing more of it in the future. So don't worry so much about today, 'di ba sabi nga, don't worry so much about today because today is all you have. So talagang dapat, aside from enjoying it, you really have to make sure that your today is worthwhile. Ano ba yung ginawa mo today? um, that makes you feel happy, alive, and enthusiastic? Ano ba yung mga ginawa mo today? When I was younger, I had several mishaps in my life, and I only lived by this mantra. When I was younger, hanggang ngayon, nisip ko, before I sleep, um, kung mamamatay ba ako tonight, magiging masaya ba ako? I know it sounds morbid, pero 'di ba, if I die tonight, will the things that I did for the entire day, will I be able to bring them and have a happy face or have a smile on my face when I die tonight? Parang ganon. So kung sa tingin mo hindi masaya yung mga, kung masasagot mo siya na yes, masaya ka, hindi maganda yung mga ginawa mo for the day. Pero if not, again, so tomorrow pagising mo, huwag mo nang masyadong damdamin or whatever kung ano man yung pinagdaanan mong pait during the day. I hope that made sense. I really badly wanted to make some sense there. So I hope I really made sense. Ano to? Pa-shoutout po kay Sir. Idol ka po niyan, Ivy. Yan, Ivy. Idol ba talaga? I don't understand po. Sorry. Okay, but thank you. Thank you for tuning in. Hello, sir. Okay. Allow yourself to have different opportunities. Um, when you're a forward thinker, you know that you're not stuck with the present or you're not stuck in the future. So you know that you're going to have possible or potential opportunities. And that means that you are exploring opportunities because because you're a forward thinker. Doesn't matter if you're an employee or a business owner or just starting your career, or maybe you're still a student. Doesn't matter, for as long as you're a forward thinker, you know that you will have different opportunities in the future. So but also another conflicting insight would be, if you don't find any opportunities, you can create them. Kasi nga, forward thinker ka, di ba? I'm so inspired by Architect Ramon Abier's episode nung in-interview natin siya nung Saturday, kasi ang dami niyang insights na sinabi sa atin na talagang marirelate ko dito sa topic natin for tonight. So if you haven't watched that, watch it kasi ang dami ninyong makukuhang mga nuggets of wisdom from Architect Abiera. So allow yourself to have different opportunities. It's really nice to have, to build an opportunity for yourself. Kasi nga, sabi nga ni Architect Abiera, you can adapt. So ibig sabihin, aside from living in the present, we can also, ano ba tawag doon? We can also explore and then have more opportunities or create one for us in the absence of which. Tawang-tawa ako sa sarili ko ngayon. Grabe, I cannot. Okay. So, sa mga madalas nanonood sa akin, alam niyong ano na ako. Alam, dream na ako. Uy, but I'm doing my best. Seriously. So, this is real talk. Talagang grabe, grabe this week. Okay. So another way on how to be a forward thinker is to learn from others. I cannot stress this enough. Educating yourself is not just about having a degree. It's also about learning from other people. Kaya nga gustong-gusto ko pag may na-interview ako kasi parang ang daming mga tao na I mean, kada tao, meron silang madaming insights about things. And you learn a thing or two from them. At syempre, the more you talk to them, the more you learn something from them. Kaya masaya kapag nakikipag-usap ka sa ibang tao kasi marami ka talagang matututunan. Pero syempre, mamimili ka din ng kausap mo, di ba? Huwag yung mga negatrons dyan sa paligid. Di ba? Para hindi mo ma-absorb yung negative vibes, di ba? But you can definitely learn from others. Even if hindi mo sila kausap, for example, parang ganito, nakikinig ka lang, nakikinig ka lang, nanonood ka ng podcast, or nakikinig ka sa mga audiobooks, you don't even have to literally talk to other people. You can learn in several ways. It's not only about degree. It can also come from other ways, other means or other ways of, of learning. Tapos na yung deck ko. Okay, so, yan. So, look forward, not behind. Your best days are still out in front of you. Be focused and keep your dreams alive. I really like this quote from, I don't know how to pronounce it, Adideo Olabamiji. Yan, look forward, not behind. Because our best days are still, nawala ako, wait. Our best days are still yet to come. I always say this, although the best days are yet to come, but we have to live today, okay? Because we don't have a grasp of tomorrow. But again, we always have to consider what's ahead of us. Hi, Jed! So, syempre, Jed yung name mo, di ba? So, Jed tayo sa Facebook. Hello, dear. Miss you too. I become smart by learning from others, avoiding the mistakes that they have overcome. That's true. Tama, kasi nakita mo na sa ibang tao or natutunan mo na sa ibang tao. That's also the advantage of learning from other people. Kung ano yung pagkakamali nila, hindi mo na gagawin kasi nakita mo na sa kanila, di ba? Hi, Mark! Hi! Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you, thank you. Kamusta na yung mga cars? Ayan, Mark is a car enthusiast and I met him on Facebook. Ayan. So, madalas siya nag-share kasi ng mga ano ba tawag nito? Ano ba tawag nun? Yung mga updates about cars. Ayan. So, thank you, Mark. I'm learning a lot from your posts as well. So, there you go. That's our favorite effort for tonight. It's really all about forward thinking. And again, I really encourage people to constantly learn. There are so many ways on how to learn. And I'm so grateful that I'm also learning from so many people. There are also, I still have mentors, coaches, and I keep on meeting educators as well. Kasi masarap matuto eh. Kasi the more you know, syempre, when you know better, you do better. Sabi nga ni Dr. Maya Angelou. Diba? Hello, Sir Chino De Vera. Thank you so much for tuning in. Ayan. So, keep on moving forward. Keep on thinking about the future, but also stay grounded. Focus as well on what you have today. Kasi again, we never know about tomorrow. We cannot control it, but we can think about it and we can look forward to it. maging masaya tayo sa mga future natin, we should also think about, the best days and retirement maybe, lalong-lalo na sa mga medyo malapit sa edad ko dyan. 'Di ba? Alam natin 'yan. O, yung mga medyo malapit sa edad ko, alam naman natin ang priorities natin. Pero syempre, 'di ba sabi nila na dapat advance mag-isip. Pero wag naman sobrang advance na makalimutan mo na yung what you have today. Iyon. So again, thank you so much everyone. If you have questions, if you have suggestions, yung sasabihin ko pang teacher na naman yung mood, yung yung moment ko. If you have suggestions on possible topics that you want me to talk about or somebody else to talk about, we can invite them as well. Please feel free to reach out to us via WhatsApp or even a private message through our inbox by sending us a message in the inbox. And also, you can send us an email if you have a very long if you have a very long story to tell, ganyan. Somebody suggested from my team, okay, sabi ng isa sa mga teammates ko, dapat daw mag-launch ako ng advice corner ba yun? I forgot the term. So, dapat daw magkaroon ako ng mga dear eyes, ganyan. Dear Ivory pala. na episode. Pero, well, let's see. Kung ano yung mga gusto ninyong pag-usapan natin. And, also to remind you na I'm constantly doing this because first, I was inspired by people who felt like I inspire them. Actually, paulit-ulit yung sinasabi na nakaka-inspire yung mga posts ko, ganyan. But I'm also inspired by you. Siguro hindi lang po ninyo nararamdaman, pero natutuwa rin po talaga ako na marami pang nagsusupport. So I'm really grateful for all of you who are constantly supporting the channel. In fact, marami po sa atin dyan, sa audience, sila pa mismo nagsasuggest kung sino yung mga speakers natin in the future. So, sobrang thank you po. Kasi I cannot do this on my own. I swear. If it's only me, I would have quit. Kasi mahirap siya gawin. Pero, mahirap siya gawin. It takes a lot of time. But, I'm just so grateful that there are so many people who are supporting me backstage and who are supporting this podcast. And also to those who are watching the replay, thank you so much for watching. And also, if you have any stories to tell, sige naman mag-share kayo. I'm always reading messages. I take the time actually to read messages and answer your questions if you have any being sent doon sa inbox. Binabasa ko po talaga yung mga messages. Kaya malalaman po talaga ninyo. Malalaman din naman ninyo pag nabasa ko yung message kasi ako personally ang nagre-reply sa mga messages na nandoon. So, yep. Oh, hi, Cha. Oh, by the way, Cha, I'm also inviting you. You're supposed to talk, right? So, sa isa sa mga episodes natin. So, invite kita, Cha. Thank you. You're there. Uy, grabe. Thank you. Thank you, Sir Joseph. Thank you so much for that. Okay. So again, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you have a really happy Friday. Enjoy the rest of the weekend. I don't know if I can say the same thing for myself. I'm also looking forward to my weekend because I have several classes over the weekend. So yon, masaya naman. Okay. Sana nakikita yung masaya. Yeah. Thank you, everyone. Stay safe, stay healthy, and look forward to the future because, again, the best is yet to unfold. But don't forget that the best day is always, always, always today because today is the future that you were looking forward to yesterday. Diba? Ito yun eh. Ito yun. Thank you so much. Ano to? Ma'am, wag mo akong invite. Kalokohan lang matuturo ko sa mga viewers mo. Ay, grabe. Hindi, ang dami mong sinishare ng mga magagandang insights. Share mo din. Ay, so my friend is watching. Anong name ni friend? Sir Joseph. Thank you. Thank you. That's really heartwarming. Ayun, shout out to Tepons. Hello, Tepons. Thank you so much for tuning in. Ayan. Also, again, to those who are watching, thank you so much. Kung first time niyo pong manood, I hope I made your day brighter. Kahit medyo sabaw-sabaw tayo ngayon, pero we are preparing for more episodes na mas fun at hindi lang laging ako yung nakikita ninyo, 'di ba? We will be launching a new episode pala next week. Yung Thursday, random Thursdays natin, mapapalitan na siya ng bagong episode. So, we're also looking forward to that. Today will be, ano to? Today will be the past of the future that you will look back and cherish. That's true. So, dapat make the most of today. Yan. Dapat masaya kayo. Kahit hindi let's say, na-stress kayo sa work, that's okay. I mean, stress is really normal. Pero dapat bago matapos yung araw ninyo, dapat masaya kayo. Kasi that's the only way that's the way to live a happy life, di ba? Grabe, haggard na nga ako. Pero thank you, Cha. That's so kind of you. Thank you for that kind word. Again, everyone, stay safe, stay healthy, look forward to the future, stay grounded on today, stay happy. And I'll see you again tomorrow for Servicio Sabado. I'll see you all again tomorrow at same time, same station. Bye, everyone. God bless you. Thank you.